Hey, what's up everybody? RyFX here, coming at you with another review, this time of the ThreeA Toys Master Chief. This is based off the Halo 4 / Halo 5 Master Chief. So let's get started at the front of the box. The front of the box we have this nice 3D rendering of Master Chief's helmet. It looks really cool, really nice. I'm just loving the design on this thing. And now on the side of the box we kind of have that little bit of that rendering as well, and then it says retail. I'll explain what that means later. And on the back of the box we see more of Master Chief's the 3D design helmet, and we have a little introduction piece to Master Chief and his Mark 6 armor. Now on this side of the box we see a little piece of that Master Chief helmet again, that 3D rendering that looks really cool. I'm just really loving that on the front of the box. And if we turn it up to the top we see the Unsc symbol and then Halo. Then on the bottom of the box we have Microsoft 343 Industries and ThreeA and everyone who went into making this Halo figure possible. Now the Master Chief figure comes with 3 accessories: his railgun, his assault rifle, and his combat knife. Now here's a close look at the combat knife. It has really nice paint apps on it. It has this really wear and tear effect that they put on it with the paint that they added to this. Really nice looking. And whoop. And here's a closer look at the Unsc Railgun. Again, it has really nice paint apps on this thing. It has this real wear and tear look to it. It's really nice on just how they did this. I really wish they had a light up feature that came with this. But one big issue with mine and many others is that it rattles on the inside. As you can hear from that, it's pretty bad. Now here's his assault rifle. They did an even better job on as far as wear and tear looks on the assault rifle here, and it even shows he has like 32 bullets in there. I believe it holds like 64 maximum. But yeah, just really nice detail on this thing. Very impressive with the accessories here. Now here's the Master Chief figure. I have to say that this is probably the most detailed and most accurate Master Chief figure I've ever seen. Everything from the accurate rust color visor to the battle damage on his right chest armor, and all the weather paint apps that have that weather effect on his armor. Just really nice on how they just did this. It's probably the most accurate, impressive looking Master Chief figure I've seen. You could just see all the damage and all the weathering that they did to this. ThreeA did as usual amazing job on the amount of weathering and just the paint that they did to this. Now his railgun and his assault rifle are held on by magnets, which are kind of on the weak side, just like in the previous Carter and Emil figure. There's no real improvement, but in this version they feel a little bit weaker. And there's some armor pieces that are on his rubber suit that are on his hips that aren't really supposed to be there or be like that. They're just kind of barely hanging on. They're in his original suit, they're supposed to be like embedded in, but in this they're like sticking out. Now you're given instructions on activating the battery of the head. Take out the helmet, place 3 battery, and these batteries aren't included. Yeah, they couldn't English much in the instructions there, but yeah, on how to take this out, you just remove the top of his helmet, which is like his visor area. You just kind of pull it up, and there you're given the area where to place the 3 batteries that aren't included. These are the same kind of batteries that you get in Iron Man, the Hot Toys Iron Man repulsor blasts. They're the same kind, and the switch back there, is just pushed on the back of his head, and it lights up the little lights on the side of him. You can't see him much since I was in just like straight up daylight during this footage. And then you just place his helmet back on, and you could turn off and on the lights without removing his helmet. Now he has removable shoulder armor using magnets. You just place it on, and you could take it off if you just don't feel like having it on there, I suppose. Or maybe you want to trade it out with the Carter and Emil figures that you probably own. Now here's one of the known rampant issues that seems to be going around with all the Master Chief figures, is that the Master Chief cannot hold his weapon with one hand, or his entire arm for that matter. It just will not stay up. It seems to be a really widespread QC issue, and just watch it fall down slowly until it eventually reaches his leg. Now another QC issue is when I opened this Master Chief up from the box, he already had a tear in his rubber suit on his tricep. Now we'll do some articulation, starting off with his head. You can move up to about there if you don't adjust his armor, and you can move down to about there, but you can lift his armor back and you can make him look up a little bit more. It just takes some fiddling around, and you could get his head to pretty nice positions. And here's some shoulder articulation. You can move his arm to about there. It does really well. You could hear the ratchet joints, and if you move his arm around, you could do a full 360. Of course, his rubber suit will kind of get caught like that, but you're still gonna have some drooping with his arm. And his elbow articulation goes about there, and then there around. It's straight. So it's not too bad, but it's still gonna cause some problems. And the wrist, it'll twist 360, and he has fully articulated fingers that could be adjusted around to your liking. They are a bit on the weak side. You'll see it a little bit later. Now we'll do some leg articulation. Again, that armor right above his leg shouldn't be there, but you don't really get any motion in his leg. There's like no ratchet or nothing there, but in his knee he has ratchet joints, so it's kind of confusing to me that he has so much articulation in his knee, and as well as his ankle here. You can see how much pivot motion he has in these places. Now he could hold his combat knife really well in his hand. He has no problems holding that. And he has really not many problems holding his assault rifle. It takes some adjusting, but you can get him to hold it in both hands, and it looks pretty nice. But when it comes to his railgun, it's like they never tested this at all. He cannot hold the railgun in neither in both hands like he should, and it's really unfortunate that it's like they just never tested it out. As much as I try, I could never get him to hold his railgun in both hands like I can with his assault rifle. It's just not possible. Again, I have to say that they did an amazing job with the paint and the accurate representation of Master Chief. This is probably the most accurate version I've ever seen. except for that above the leg armor that you see, which is unfortunate, but this is probably the most accurate one I've ever seen. But this thing is plagued with quality control issues, from his arm just sagging and him not being able to hold his railgun. And I could only imagine that in the Bandland exclusive that they were given a light rifle. Pretty much 100% sure if this one can't hold his railgun, that exclusive version cannot hold his light gun. So that would make two weapons that Chief cannot hold, unless he's holding it with one hand like I have in the video here. It is really unfortunate that this thing is plagued with quality control issues. You could see forums, you could see all kinds of videos where there's just problems with this Chief figure. It's like they didn't really bother doing any quality control. They just slapped it together and they threw it at us. This is probably the only figure I think ThreeA has produced that actually went out and shipped out on time. And usually when they ship out their figures, it's usually delayed by 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. I think Emil was delayed at least like 6 months or maybe 8 months when he was released. And not seeing this one, they should have delayed him. He shouldn't have been released. This would have been a figure I could have 100% recommended to you if those quality issues were not there. Everything from the Bradley magnets to the sagging of the arm to the issues with him not being able to hold his weapons right. This is pretty much a bit of a disaster for a figure that costs $230. It's really unfortunate that this is plagued with so many issues. If you go on to other YouTube videos and forums about this figure, you will see many complaints about him. It is really unfortunate. I am actually questioning whether I should take him back, but he looks really cool to me. So I'm really thinking about whether I should do some customization to it to fix these problems. I'll trying to see what I could do, but for a $230 figure, I shouldn't be having to fix these problems for ThreeA. This shouldn't have been a problem in the first place, especially for such a big figure as Master Chief. This is probably one of the biggest franchises and one of the biggest characters that probably ThreeA has produced for, and it shouldn't be this way. So for $230, I cannot recommend him to you, considering the issues that it's plagued with. So that's it for my review on the ThreeA Toys Master Chief. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check me out on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I'll be posting pictures on this figure on those sites, so you could check out some really nice high detail photos like what you saw earlier, and you could do some zoom ins and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Bye bye.
If you enjoyed that video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1.